that's holding you back, and it gave you a strategy that you can use going forward to hire the people that's going to make you your best. So that's what I'm saying. All of this is just suggestions. There's no action behind it. Go ahead and play your favorite card game. I don't care if it's bridge. I don't care if it's pinochle. I don't care what it is. Right. But this person, well, if you had watched that person's video from 7 months ago, then you would know. And you would be looking for ultra friends. Sound like power twins. Mount up. So that is my whole point, ladies and gentlemen, is that I scour the internet every day to get you some actual tangible information about your brain so that you can see the functionality of it and use it as the resource that it is. Because what this showed me today is people don't even value the brain. You got way more information about the heart, lungs, liver, pancreas, and everything else than the brain. How to use it. People tell you how to have good heart health. They tell you how much exercise, quit drinking wine. Some people say drink it and all that. Got all this functionality, muscles. You can talk about your deltoids, your glutes, and all of this other stuff. And then the thing that makes all those things work, crickets. Crickets. Yes, specific strategies. And so I am taking this minutia shit show of doggone research and turning it into strategy. So I'm getting pig intestines every day and making chitlins. I'm getting all kind of stuff. Corn and turning it into cornmeal, matzah, and all kind of stuff every single day. So ain't nobody about to come in my life and tell me I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Because I was like, I could be wrong, but let me go ahead and take this morning and do some actual research for real, to see what's actually taking place on these things. So I want you to look at the 74 principles of real leadership. I went over them the other day when I have my pink shirt on. That's what we're going to be talking about. And that's how you start to become your best. Doing the 74 principles of real leadership day in and day out is actually going to create neurogenesis. It's actually going to give you neuroplasticity and give you new neural pathways in your mind with actual strategies to become your best. Because that's the objective of personal accountability. You're not going to have no ultra friends. It's not going to happen. You're just going to have a bunch of real leaders in your life, or enough real leaders for y'all to go off and do grandiose things. Because Kevin asked yesterday, well, how do you need staff? How is this going to happen? I said, y'all going to do it. I don't live where y'all live. I don't work where y'all work. I ain't retired where y'all retired. That's on y'all. I'm giving you the resources for you to give the people around you the resources for y'all to change where y'all live. It's DIY over here. It's DIY. DIY. Do it yourself. Because nobody's coming to save you. Ain't that what they keep saying? No one's coming to save you. You have to do it yourself. How? Where are you going to get the mental faculties to come save yourself? You got to have skills to save yourself. When I cut my thumb, and I don't know if y'all can see that, but the wound is that long. Okay? It's going from here to here, and the flesh was back. Hopefully I ain't grossed nobody out. We were at an appointment, and I cut it, looked at it, saw. I was like, do I need sutures? I'm assessing it. I said, no, I know I don't need stitches because it's not deep enough. I don't see the pink, but the whiteness of it. So I apply pressure while Nola goes to get some paper towel because the house was still being set up. So it was no paper towel or nothing. The hot water wasn't even turned on. So I'm using cold water. I remembered that the client had a first aid kit in one of the boxes. So once I put enough pressure on it, I went to open the first aid kit, administered first aid, gave myself some Neosporin and all of that, put pressure bandages on it and wrapped it. So this part of my whole hand was wrapped up with enough pressure to stop the bleeding. And we went to our next appointment. Then I drove because it was raining and it was cold. So there could have been potentially some black ice. Now, how do you do that? Because my amygdala was supposed to have been hijacked at that point, right? Because my razors are sharp. Box cutter razor. Nope. Went on to the next appointment, drove back home in those weather conditions. And then we went and found that new scan that I showed y'all the other day and ended up telling the client the next day about it. And that was that. But how was I able to do that with my hand? Anybody remember my story of how I was able to do that? What certifications do I have, and how was I able to administer first aid on my hands? And we're about to get into our cognitive exercise. The military.